It's a movement, a career, a future. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be the guide, to lead, to grow? Become an independent franchise consultant. Be the guide. Grow with us. Franchise India.
Very good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in this webinar. It's a special edition at 5 p.m. So we appreciate your time. It's a time wherein you must be in office, you must be at work. So 5 p.m. you have joined this special webinar. So we welcome all of you in this webinar today. So this webinar is live in many countries. So we warmly welcome all domestic and international guests in this webinar. So today's webinar, why we are saying this special webinar, because in this webinar, Franchise India is proudly now offering an opportunity to become the partner with Franchise India. We have two different models. One is independent franchise consultant, which is an individual role wherein you can become partner with Franchise India. So you don't need an office. You can use our office everywhere, wherever you are, and it's an individual model. Second model is wherein we are also offering a branch partnership model, which we call as a firm partnership, firm model, that we will give you full understanding in this webinar. So what we are talking about was IFC. IFC is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. And Franchise India is a platform which is trusted advisory platform wherein we have investors, we have brands, we match make both. So that's where in our business, I'll give you a little simplify the business, what we do. So it's been 28 years for us. We have two communities. One side we have investors. We called as investment advisory. So we help these investors how to select the right opportunity for them, because there are different requirements for each investor. Some are professionals who are first-time business buyers, have no capability to select the right opportunity. Some are serial entrepreneurs who are looking forward for, say, 5 CR, 10 CR, or 20 CR, 50 CR opportunity. So we also help them that which business, where they can invest, because there are different business models also. Some are looking to operate, some are looking to only invest. So what is going to be the right match for each investor is what we do. Other hand, what we have opportunities, we have brands. Now these businesses can be local brand looking forward for locally expansions through franchising, because franchising is the viable opportunity for expansions. And some are looking for complete region based expansion, some are looking national, some are looking international as well. So we have startup companies also, we have mid segment corporate companies also, and large corporates which are enterprise brands as well. So we work with both. So we match make. That's what our business is, and we are being paid heavily from investors also, from brands also. So these are two businesses. We are also having a third business. Nobody outside in Franchise India is having this kind of an opportunity. Wherein I'm talking about investors, we are talking brands, and we are third talking about exit planning. So we help business owners if they want to exit out of the existing business. We are the only company who help them. So we are talking about now investment advisory, growth advisory, and exit planning. So these are three businesses largely we have. So we will give you full understanding about this, that why we are only company doing this, because we have world's largest franchise network now today. We have a large distribution. We are over 100 cities in India. We are 19 countries as well. And today's webinar is very, very important for us, because this is not for everyone. We are looking forward for like-minded people who are looking forward consulting as a practice to start. Consulting is not for everyone. So you need to put your time and your knowledge also into this. So that is wherein this business is very, very important, but not for everyone. So it has to be like-minded. Some kind of a consulting background, if you have, would be very good. If you have some franchise background, would be also very good. And some are looking forward for a career change as well. That's also something that we can discuss, because what you need is you need your time, your involvement. So we train you, and all the knowledge will be given by us. So franchise India structure is that we have three companies which we'll be discussing largely in this webinar. One is Franchise India, because we do 200 events all over India. So we are known as Franchise India. And it's been 28 years we've been doing these events, which are in not only in tier 1, tier 2 cities, we go tier 4, tier 5 cities also, and organize the franchise local event, wherein local investors are coming to us. We are getting brands over there, and our local partners are helping them to match make to get a franchise started. Second is Frank Global. Frank Global is our international arm of our business, wherein it we are talking about when any business is Indian brand who are looking to expand outside India. So Frank Global will work and they will help. Another part is when international brands are looking to enter India, so they take Frank Global route and we help them to expand in India. Third is Francop. Francop is world's largest, it's a 50-year-old world's largest consulting company. What they do, they get businesses, brands ready for franchise. So we have acquired this company 20 years back in India, and now we have complete authority on Asia Pacific, where we are helping businesses to get them into franchise. So these are three largely businesses what we are in, and these are three companies, and we work one side all the investors, one side brands, and then exit planning. Also, we run a media company. We have three publications: the Franchising World, which is only magazine in India, 28-year-old. We are into retail. Also, we have a retailer as a publication. You can visit our IndianRetail.com as well, which is connected further with LinkedIn. So we have a lot of stories over there. So retailer is catering the retail segment, and obviously franchising is part of retailer as well. And then we have an entrepreneur magazine. Entrepreneur is world's best magazine, which is a US based business magazine, highest selling business magazine. And we have publishing and distribution rights in India for Entrepreneur Magazine. And we also run, which is digital media, which is franchiseindia.com, which is world's largest franchise opportunity website. You can also check our website where we have more than 22,000 businesses already registered with us. Now, today in this webinar, I'll just set the perspective also what we are going to cover. One, we will cover in length what is Franchise India journey so far, what we have done in last 28 years, and what does franchising look like next 20, 30 years. That's also we throw light on, because that's very, very important, because when you are coming to this webinar, you're looking forward for some business opportunity. When you are looking forward for partnership with Franchise India, so we'll give you complete overview of our journey, what we have done, and why you will join this franchise community and franchise industry. So we will throw light on the industry specific, like how big this is and what is coming up, what global brands are looking forward as India as a market. So we'll cover that segment. Plus, we'll give you a full understanding about this business model. We run a presentation to take you through our business model so that you will be knowing that what we are offering, how you can become partner with us. But it's a purely on selection basis. After the webinar, we'll do a proper selection that whosoever is really having that kind of an understanding that who can become the partner with Franchise India. But it is not for everyone, as I said, because someone who is already into some business and looking forward for some kind of a Saturday, Sunday opportunity, so it is not for that. Because if you don't have time, it will never help you and it will never be making you successful. So in this webinar, we'll give you understanding about the panelists also. It's very, very important to let you know about our leadership team and the management team also. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India. Along with me, I have regional heads joined me. We have Anurag Saha, who has joined us from Kolkata office, and he works with all our IFC partners in East and helping them day in, day out in this business. We have Praveen joined us from Bangalore. We have Ritesh joined us from Kerala. We have Sonia Saxena joined us from Delhi corporate office. He takes care of international market. We have Shakti Vel. He is our senior leader in Tamil Nadu. So he takes care of Tamil Nadu and Kerala market as well. We have joined us Prabhat also. Prabhat has joined us from our corporate office Delhi. Then we also have our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, and our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, also in this webinar. So now there is some important understanding in this webinar, because there are few who will be raising your hand, want to speak to us, but these webinars are always one-sided. So we request you to use Q&A box. If you have any question, there are a lot of people who have joined. If you have any question, please do not raise your hand. Instead, you can use Q&A box, which is on the bottom of your screen. Put in your Q&A box in your query and question. We also, as I said, will give you full understanding about who we are, what we do, and we will also know who have joined us today, where from you have come, what's your profile, which city you are coming from. That's very, very important for us, because there are some cities where we are not looking for any partner as of now, but we also have to understand some city bases wherein the requirement is coming. So we would request you to share your city name and the profile what you are carrying with your business. If you are as a professional, we'll also give you some questions in the chat box where you can use those options and put it in the Q&A box. So we request you to be there with us for till 6, and we'll run the presentation to give you full understanding about it. And in the meantime, I'll take now the webinar over and hand over to our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, and she will set the perspective and will take you through the journey of Franchise India as well. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. Friends, very good evening to all of you, and I welcome you once again on our webinar today. And as Sanjay said, this is a very important, at the same time, very special webinar where we're inviting, but by selection, like-minded entrepreneurs to evaluate a potential partnership with Franchise India in the form of independent franchise consultants who would run their own individual practice in their respective markets. And the second opportunity is as a firm partner, where our partners would open a Franchise India office in few selected cities across India. So I'd like to reiterate that it is a very serious business partnership opportunity, which requires a lot of commitment and time and overall cause of democratization of entrepreneurship, which I would say is the purpose of our company, Franchise India and Fran Global. And an approach also, the way that we look at it is with a long-term intent, responsibility, and a lot of commitment from both sides. So very quickly, friends, I'll take you through what this, our company, Franchise India, very important to know any business that you want to get in, how big the industry is. So we'll talk about franchise industry. And then comes the opportunity, how can you partner? How can you get selected? So we'll talk about it. We'll be happy to take any questions that you might have. And also, let me start by saying that what we have done in the last 28 years, Franchise India has created a very strong and at the same time, I would say it is also a very unparalleled ecosystem that we have created around franchise. And we have built that very, very consciously. We have built that in a very, very structured way. And our business here is where we serve as a solution to the entire community, or I would say everything that centers around franchising and touches every single stakeholder. So we are a full stack ecosystem on franchising. So from education of business opportunities, from discovering these opportunities, which includes our platform. So at Franchise India, we largely have, I would say from the DNA of our business, we largely have 4 different businesses, but everything, like I said, is around franchising. So first and foremost, which is when we started our company in 1999, we understood that we have to educate the community. They need to have a platform to discover opportunities. So we started with our media business, and today that media business is very, very strong. We run about 200 exhibitions every year in India, and we also have exhibitions that we do in global markets. Where we are present. So we are present in about 19 countries outside India. We also run 3 publications, which is Franchising World, Entrepreneur, and Retailer. And Entrepreneur is a very powerful magazine. In fact, this is world's largest B2B magazine. And all the companies in America, in fact, this is a magazine which is a benchmark for companies like even McDonald's, KFCs, which are ranked by Entrepreneur every year. Our second business is also helping companies to enter franchising, and that is done through our consulting arm, which is FranCorp, which is again an American company, and Franchise India acquired FranCorp. And in these, I would say, 28 years, we had the privilege of working with nearly 20,000 companies, where these companies got into franchising for the very first time, which includes a lot of startups today, which are unicorns, listed companies like Ferns and Petals, Lenskart. We started working with them when, and in fact, in case of Lenskart, they didn't even have an outlet when we started working with them. The first outlet was done by us. So that's what FranCorp does. We make businesses franchise ready. And then comes our third business, which in fact requires a very big distribution because this is where we meet a lot of local investors who want to invest in businesses. And this is, in very simple terms, is the business of brokerage, where we work very closely with companies who want to enter franchising and eventually help them to expand their footprint by appointing unit partners, multi-unit partners, or area developer partners for these companies. And on the other side, there's a huge community of investors today that we work very closely with. Almost, I would say, 100,000 inquiries every month. These are unique inquiries that we get every single month, or people who want to start a business. And this is community that we interact through all our platforms, including our site, monthly events that we conduct, and a lot of organic leads that are coming on our platform. So that's a brokerage business. So we service our investors based on their investment. On the other side, we work with companies to expand their footprint. And finally, given our understanding, our depth of business in franchising, Franchise India over the last more than 2 years now, we also have today a very large portfolio of global brands that we are master franchise of. So today we have about 80 companies that we are operating not only in India, but also subcontinent and many other markets across the globe, where we are owning the right of these companies. And in these years, we've also worked with nearly, I would say, 900, close to 900 companies, where through Fran Global, we worked with these companies for their market entry, which includes India and also markets like Mongolia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Thailand. These are, and even Middle East, where we have taken these companies. So, friend, this is a bit about us. We'll also take you through a small presentation. And now I see Mr. Maria has also joined in. So, Mr. Gaurav Maria is the chairman of Franchise India and Fran Global. He's also leading global franchise and a business growth expert, a very successful serial entrepreneur. And he's someone who's known for bringing the franchise and the small business revolution in India. So I'll request the Gaurav to set the perspective, talk about overall industry, and we'll also do a small, Q&A with you, where we'll request you to share your profile, and we'll also give you some options to do that. But before we do that, I'll request Mr. Maria to take over.
Thank you, Sonia, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this very, very special webinar. So this is an opportunity to join Franchise India at Fran Global and work as a consultant and practice franchise advisory. I'll give you a little bit about the overall industry, what is the opportunity, what is business model we work and operate. I'm sure my colleagues, both Sonia and Sanjay, have given you some background on that. And then we'll also try to understand where you're coming from and why you are choosing another opportunity. And we'll also do some kind of criteria to really see is really this opportunity fits your profile. So first, let's understand the industry. As Sonia must have given you, it's a $5 trillion industry. India has become a second largest marketplace, and there is a reason for it. Why India has become a very, very large marketplace for franchising. There are two reasons. One, the brands and opportunities. Because India is a very complex and diverse marketplace, they need franchisees to cover this market. Even the largest of the groups, the Tatas, the Reliance, the Aditya Birlas, the Mahindras, they all need franchisees to really cover this marketplace. Because it's so diverse. If I have a company based out of Delhi, I cannot manage Chennai. I need to have a local partner who would do this. So today, as we speak, almost everything we consume comes from franchise. So healthcare, from Apollo to a lot of other diagnostic chains to the specialty clinics, everything is franchise. If you look at education, from preschools to coaching classes to K-12 schools to even EdTech programs, they all franchise. If you look at other F&B or hospitality, almost everything you consume comes from franchise. From a hotel like Oyo to a Marriott, everything is franchise, right? And this is why, because the consumer also trusts the brand. If you would have started your own hotel, nobody's going to come and stay with you because you don't know the quality, you don't have experience. But when you have a Marriott, you know that there is a certain amount of quality and assurance. So the brands need expansion, and brands also bring in a great amount of consumer assurance. So it becomes very attractive for them to use franchise as a model to expand. Today, the greatest of the organizations in this country, look at Titan Industries, they are all built on solid franchise foundations. Look at a company like Amul or a Mother Dairy, they have become a large, giant FMCG organizations, but their foundation is franchising. So franchising is really one very big tool for these companies and opportunities to grow. And the country which produces largest number of startups, they all need an opportunity to use franchising and to grow the business. Like, I don't know, Sonia gave an example, but we do a large jewelry franchise portfolio. And then last just about 3 years, we have created over 100 lab-grown diamond brands, which are now at different stages of franchising their business. This is just one category. Hundreds and hundreds of different categories evolve in the market, and they all want a greater market share, and they all want to use franchising as a way to grow. The other side, the second part, which I'm always more excited, is our entrepreneurial demand. Every home has somebody who's now looking to start a business, right? So there are so many people who can give you passive opportunities. So if you want to buy a property, you want to buy gold, you want to buy a share in any company, there's so millions and millions of advisors. But if you want to start a business, start your own business, there is nobody outside Franchise India, Fran Global. We are the only platform which is available to advise entrepreneurs to make a very important decision of their life. And buying a business is a very complex process. Unlike buying an apartment or buying a retail infrastructure or any other investment in a passive opportunity, because they're regulated environments. But when you're buying a business, it's full of risk. So you need to have somebody who can guide you, coach you, and explain you the whole process and take you and navigate you in making that decision. And we have mastered that process over the years. We have rather created a strong methodology which is based on a strong principles to want to qualify these investors where they come from and then recommend them the right opportunity. So ask yourself, you are in a marketplace where there is a huge demand from the opportunities coming in the market. Every single day, Franchise India launches one new brand. And other side, we have humongous entrepreneurial demand, and 60% of all these entrepreneurs who come to us have never done business in past. So it becomes even more important for them to have a specialist who can help him to do that. So what is an opportunity of becoming an IFC? IFC is start your own business specialist. So when you call yourself an IFC, you call yourself start your own business specialist. You help people to take most important decision of their life, to start their career and start their own business. And this is a big aspiration for people. People who are working in job, one day they want to start their own business. Your children, you want to see them become entrepreneurs. Everybody has an aspiration to become an entrepreneur because it gives you better life. It gives you better, position in society. And if you want that, then you need to come to Franchise India or Fran Global. Internationally, we're known as Fran Global, and we can help you start your dream entrepreneurial journey. So what is a business model? What is the business model as an IFC you would run? So there are two parts to it. One is pure business brokerage. I'll explain you business brokerage. Business brokerage means you want to start a business, you want to start a school for your daughter. You come to us, we help you choose the opportunities from different brands, explain you the industry, explain you what this opportunity means for you, both from return on investment and also for the whole business model, financial model, and so on and so forth, and also contractual terms. So we do both financial due diligence for you. We also do business due diligence and also help you from a legal aspect. So we help you to choose that right opportunity. We bring in the opportunity, and we also help you to navigate and evaluate that opportunity and negotiate hard that opportunity before you make decision. Once this transaction is done, we make money from the brand and we make money from the investor. And we are paid best. Why? Because we are world's largest franchise company with the largest market share. So that's a brokerage side of business. We also, in the brokerage side of business, which I'm sure Sanjay would have explained, do business resale. You can come and say, look, I don't want to start a new business. I'm not too sure I will be able to run that. I want an existing running business. We also have a platform called Business X, where people who are looking to sell their business, we list them, we value them, and we put it on the block. So same investor which comes to us has a choice to either start a new business or can start an existing business. So this becomes even more exciting. Now that's one part of the business. The second part of the business, which is called franchise coach. You not only sell these businesses, but you coach these entrepreneurs to make the business successful. While I understand not everybody can become a successful coach, but in our training program, we guide you through that how you can become an expert franchise coach and coach these potential franchisees to run a successful business. And at a certain stage, when they are successful, even if they want to exit, you can help them to value their businesses and sell those businesses. So we do entire 9 yards from getting people in the business, making them successful, and also help them to exit the business. Now you ask yourself how big this opportunity has become. From a demand viewpoint, every home has somebody who wants this. From a life journey viewpoint, from helping people to start a business, to make them navigate and grow that business, and eventually, if they want to sell that business, we sell that business. Right? Like I was involved very early days of Subway, and I have done everything in that business. I have helped people to acquire Subway. I help people to find area developer, and I have also sold or resold a lot of Subway franchises. From the same franchisee, I have made multiple times revenue, and that's why our relationship in our business is very, very important. And what is the financial model in this? That's also very important, because any opportunity you choose, you need to see how it's going to be financially rewarding. So friends, first I will explain you, which I do it in all my seminars and things. I educate people, what is this ROI? This kind of sometimes is a word more often used, that what is the ROI? Every business you choose has 3 different ROIs. First ROI is very conventional, which is called return on investment, which means that you put capital and capital works for you. I become distributor for Hindustan Liver. I put 2 crores of stock, and if the stock moves in, I make money on the stock. Right? This is very conventional ROI method. Right? I've never believed on that, because when I started, I had a very little capital. Right? So I had to look at the other 2 ROIs. The other 2 ROIs are return on intelligence and return on involvement. You should be paid for the time you put for your business. And second, you should also be given a much better manner, because you bring in a lot of intelligence. So our business of becoming a consultant with Franchise India is actually about these 2. Because when Sanjay would tell you the amount which you have to invest to become an IFC, you'll be surprised the kind of money you can make on that. Right? Rather, if you can make in the first month itself double of your money which you've invested. Right? Nothing stops you to do that. So it means that it's not about the first ROI, it is about the other 2 ROI. And so that's why very, very important what Sanjay was saying, that it has to be somebody who is completely involved. If you have 100 hours to put, then only this opportunity is good for you. 100 hours monthly. I work on a 400 hours monthly cycle, because being the leader of a large consulting company, we have 1,200 employees. I feel that I need to work the hardest. So I work 365 days and I work 400 hours, because I know my manner is most in demand. So I want to use that maximum. So as a consultant, you also have to think through that, how you're maximizing your man hours and how you're paid more for every man hour. Right? That's our inventory. Second, we constantly put ourselves in training. We learn from every single business, every single brand, which gives us an opportunity to be smarter than people outside this. So you can go out and educate people, because you know more than anybody else. I'm very proud today, out of the 10 top corporations of India, I work with almost 50% of them. 5 top corporations of India, they work with us. Why they work with us? Because they want to be faster than others. So whenever there's an opportunity coming, we get our calls from Tata's, or calls from Reliance office, or calls from Aditya Birla's office, that we are the ones who want this opportunity. Right? So you have to also be smarter and faster than others. And that opportunity we give you, because we give you a phenomenal amount of training when you become our independent franchise consultant, or you become a firm owner. And I'll come down to firm owner also, why we are making firms and which locations we are more keen on taking firm. So it's very financially very rewarding business, friends, but you have to understand what I explained. Return on intelligence, more intelligence you build, more you put yourself in training, more every day there is a training. Every day, sometimes there are 3 trainings, 4 trainings. You need to be involved. You need to attend all our sessions. You need to attend all our events. You need to go and meet people and ask them, what is your business model? We obviously explain you the framework and train you on the framework. Framework means that we train you on business brokerage, franchise coaching, and exit planning. All 3 we train you. Right? This is a fundamental training we do. Rather, there is a 3-day training which you have to must attend, residential at our headquarters, and we host you completely. You're staying with us. Your airport pickups, your everything is taken care by us. Right? So now we come to a very, very important question, because a lot of people get the idea, and they also get there is a big opportunity. They are excited about it, but they're nervous that, can I build this practice? Can I really do this? Is it right for me? It would fill my financial and other goals which I have. So I tell you, we have over the years built this world's largest franchise consulting network. And this not come easy. I tell you, when we started, we didn't have a very strong methodology, framework, and structure. But today, I'm tell you, because of these most successful franchise consultants work with us, right? We have mastered the whole structure. We call the 3 stages of your starting your practice. First stage is what we call incubate. So you need to incubate your practice. The first few clients, we need to come with you. We do joint calls with you, all the teams which are sitting there. I personally do at least 100 joint meetings in a month with all my IFC partners, right? Rather, yesterday, Sonia and I took a meeting with one of the IFC partners, and he's based in Delhi, and we had an investor coming from Pune. And this was taken for 1 hour. We were dealing the entire piece. We're very excited. We will obviously close that transaction. This transaction might get 15 to 20 lakh rupees for our IFC partner. He just made the introduction. We led the entire presentation and negotiations and so on and so forth. This is what we do for living. So incubation time, the first 3 months, we are with you to do all the meetings with you, almost 100% of them. The second part is where you start doing growth. You become specialist for certain kind of brands. There are IFC partners who are only focused on jewelry business. I have IFC partners who are only focused on fashion. There are IFC partners who are doing large transactional deals. So they only sell area franchise, master franchise. We have IFC partners who are specialist on resale. We have IFC partners who are big on education, right? So you become you find your own niche, you find your own area. Some are very geographically focused, which means that I'm in Ahmedabad, I will do Ahmedabad. Some are very industry focused, and some really do all over the markets. And they also have some teams because they feel that now they've come down to a point where they can have 1 or 2 people for calling, and they spend more time on the client side. And third is when I call the sustainable structure. If you start making, say, 7 lakh rupees a month, you need to sustain it. Because every time you have cash flow creates your lifestyle, and you need to maintain that lifestyle, right? This is very important. Consultants cannot go sometime business, not business. That's not good. You need to have a sustainable lifestyle. And for sustainable lifestyle, it's very important that they have a very sustainable income structures. So we help you do this navigation of starting your own practice. And sometimes you can evolve from being a IFC partner to a firm owner, right? You can become a firm owner and you can elevate yourself and start a full office and have a team. So that's a whole life cycle of business model. Now, let me tell you also what kind of support you can expect from us. I call MOST, M-O-S-T. M is mentoring. The initial days, you need a lot of mentoring, and that's very important and integral part of our business. I tell my team that they have to be available for you 24/7. I personally am available with all my IFC. Sanjay, Sonia, and I can proudly say that we personally have trained every single person. I do 2 days training myself. Sonia and I do 2-day training, and 1 day Sanjay leads it completely. Every single IFC partner has been personally trained by us. So we have a very specific relationship with each of them. They have a confidence to call us anytime they want to do that. Rather, I am proud that all my IFC partners are on single WhatsApp group. And the first and the last message is always done either by 3 of us. Sanjay is always first to write in the morning. His message is every day morning, 7 o'clock to every single IFC partner and say, I'm available for the day if you want any support, any mentoring, any structure in sport. Right? O stands for opportunities. There is a constant flow of different opportunities coming to you. Then S stands for what I call back-end support. Back-end support is very important. You need a proposal. The proposal would be with you in 1 hour straight. So you don't have to work on creating PPTs and design activities and so on and so forth. All that support from financial structuring, also from your valuations to business presentations, everything we are going to provide you. Your collaterals, communication, even your business cards, everything comes from head office. You don't spend on anything. And we also give you minimum 50 qualified leads every month, minimum, because high-performing partners get much more. But the minimum performance for every single partner, which is 50 leads, pre-qualified, which means that we have our call center has already made a call. They qualified, what business or which brand they have applied for. So I don't want any single IFC partner to do any form of cold calling or any form of lead generation and so on and so forth. 100% lead generation is completely handled by us. And last is training. Training is key to our business. Everyday training. And this is what I call make or break a good consultant. If a consultant is not constantly training, would never be able to become very successful. So this is what the business model is. Now let's go to who qualifies for this. But before I do that, I have a question for all of you, and use the Q&A box to introduce yourself. I'll give you 4 options. You can choose any option and give a little brief on yourself. You can elaborate as much you want to do that, because that's what I like. People sometimes give full introduction about themselves, but I'll give you 4 choices. First is, if you are a professional, write P. Just write P and your city, which means that you're working somewhere, you're working in a job, and you're a professional, right? So P and write your city, and even if you can write what kind of profession you are in. So we will see if there is a fitment for that. Second is B, business owners. Business owners, and also tell your business and your city. Third is people who are already a consultant. I love them because they already have that DNA of running a consulting practice. So write MC, management consultant, MC. So which means that you're a consultant, you're a business coach, you are a L&D professional, any kind of coaching, counseling experience you have, or business consulting experience. So you can write MC. And last is C, which is the career change, which means that now whatever you were doing, you've done with it, you're 100% available, you want to start a new career. I love those people because they are now fresh, available for a next career life, right? So write C. So 4 choices: P for professionals, B for business owners, MC for management consultants, and C for career change. So keep writing, and we'll see who is writing on that. Everyone should really introduce themselves, and I will also tell Sanjay, Sonia to keep looking at it. So we have Mr. Paul, who's a professional and is been part of a consulting environment. So good to meet you. And also, Mr. Paul, if you can also talk about the city where you're coming from. This is very important for us. Then we have Mohammed, who's a professional coming from Bangalore. Then we have Padmaja, which is a career change in Bangalore. Padmaja, you should meet Praveen, who's our lead in Bangalore. And Bangalore, the entire team is there. Rather, Sanjay is coming. You should come to Bangalore. I will give invitation to all Bangalore people who have joined in. You should come to Franchise India show. It'll give you phenomenal understanding about how we work and operate, and you will be able to meet the man himself, Sanjay. He's there 2 days. And Sanjay, if you can write the address of where the show is happening so everybody can note. In the meantime, I can continue to go. So when we have, I don't know where were I? Okay. Talat is also from Bangalore. Talat, you should also come there to the show. It's on a weekend. You can see opportunities and meet our IFC team. Then we have Manohar. Welcome, Manohar. And then we have Bhaskar from Bangalore. And then we have Vishal from Pune. Vishal, love to talk to you. You are a career change. And Pune, we have phenomenal office. We are in Kharadi, World Trade Center. And we have world-class offices all over India. And not only India, 19 countries, which I'm sure Sonia might have given you a background on our international operations. I personally spend about 4 to 5 countries every month, especially emerging markets. Then we have Jagdish from Chennai. Jagdish, you should absolutely meet Saktivel. Saktivel is our leader for not only south of India, but also he leads Sri Lanka. So he has team in Sri Lanka. Then we have Ram, who's also in career change. Ram, very happy to discuss with you, write your city also. Then we have Hiren, who's from Ahmedabad. Hiren, again, you are already a consultant, and I can tell you whatever you're doing, this is 5x of that, because it's top of the line consulting, and it can be very, very interesting. Ahmedabad, we have office, but Ahmedabad, we are very, very keen because it's a market which is just completely changed. I have seen the huge transformation from a city which was very professionals and to now a full-blown entrepreneurial city. So very excited about that. And I also see a lot of infrastructure growth there. A lot of real estate has been built. Wherever you have that real estate being built, like Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, franchising is going to grow because every shop you see has an opportunity. Every office you see has an opportunity. Every building you see has so much of opportunity, right? I was joking with somebody. I went to Mohali Airport, Chandigarh Airport, and just came out, and I saw at least maybe 5,000 showrooms being built. So I told one of my IFCs, he was with me, I said, if you just work here itself in this 3 to 4 kilometers, you're not going to come out for next 10 years. There is so much of opportunity to fill this up, right? There's so much of opportunity. Every single showroom wants a business, and that's what we do. We can get them business being housed there. Then we have Mohammed, who's a professional. Ajay from Hyderabad. Ajay, welcome and happy to discuss with you. Deepu is also looking for a career change. There's somebody called Oh My Home, but is obviously some other name would be there. But management consultant. We love to know more about management consultants because they are. Then we have Mohammed from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Very important market for me. I have done a lot of business in Saudi, but I know how much more we can do. And Saudi is like India, unlike UAE. UAE is different. UAE is only bringing international brand. Saudi is a phenomenal market to work with homegrown brands. There are brands in Saudi which is only in Saudi 600 stores, 700 stores, 1,000 stores. They all now looked at getting international. We can help them. There are a lot of brands which can build, but they're not franchise ready. We can make them franchise ready, right? So Saudi, I'm looking for a big operations because I know what we can do. In India, we've done 18,000 brands. UAE, I've done 350 brands which are not in franchising. I took them into franchise, and they become now big companies. Similarly, I want to really work on Saudi. Saudi, we have done some brands, not that we've not done, but we don't have physical presence there. I want to really set up a full team in Saudi to really crack on helping local brands expand locally, local brands go international, and international brands come to Saudi. So it's a huge opportunity. Then we have Manohar, who's from Bangalore, and then we have Mohammed, who's from Bahrain. Oh, just now I got delayed in this webinar because I was talking to a very good friend. I'm sure if you are in Bahrain, you know Mr. Dadabhai. So I was actually talking to him. So he's a very dear friend of mine. And the first consulting project I did in Bahrain was in 2000, I think 3 or 4 with him. And then subsequently worked with almost all groups from Jawad to multiple other groups. And in Bahrain. Bahrain is a very interesting opportunity. Last November, I think, if I'm right, we did a show there in Bahrain, in Sheraton Hotel, franchise show. The only franchise show which happens in Bahrain is done by us. So Bahrain, again, I'm very keen. Then Deepu is from Trivandrum, again, a great market for us. We have office in Kerala, in Kochi, but Trivandrum we want. And then we have somebody from Trichy. Then we have, and also is a MC, management consultant from Coimbatore, and then there's a lot of people writing, so I'm just quickly going through because I don't want to lose time. And then we have somebody from Mrs. Ashish Kumar from Odisha, and he's so welcome. Odisha is again a very important market. I think our East India CEO is going to be in Odisha, Bhubaneswar, in coming days. So Anurag leads East India for him, and he reports to Anand Agarwal, who's the CEO for East India. I think we can set up a meeting. Anurag can lead that. I like your experience, Ashish Kumar. I think very good experience fits with what we do. And then we have Ram from Hyderabad, Kishore. Okay, you're Kishore. So good meeting you, Kishore. And then we have a management consultant from Dhanbad. Again, a very interesting market for us. Very interesting market. Why I say cities like Dhanbad and Jamshedpur, we just started our office, is so interesting because there is no job opportunities. People have money and they want to make money. Everybody has aspiration to make 1-2 lakh rupees a month, but there's no job. And there would never be a job of 2 lakh rupees in that city. So you have two choices: either leave that city and go to Bangalore or other cities to get the job, or start your own business. And life in these cities are much better rather than spending 3 hours on traffic in bigger cities. So people buy franchise and they have a very good livelihood. They have a good status in society. So it is a great opportunity to do that. And if you do Dhanbad, we will only have one person. We'll not add more because it's not that big a market, but it's an interesting market to have. Then we have Santa Chaudhary, who's from West Bengal, Durgapur. Again, a good market. We want to really do that. So Anurag is your guy who will talk to you. Then we have Rajesh Das, is from Bhubaneswar again. So we have two people from Bhubaneswar writing. And then we have Hiren. So Hiren, you will meet our teams in Ahmedabad. I think Sanjay leads a lot of discussions. Maybe it will be good to first talk to Sanjay. And then subsequently, Sanjay would put somebody from Ahmedabad office. Then we have Perez, who's from Mumbai. And he's written a big message. So I'll just quickly read that. Gained experience. This was very good experience you have, Parvez, and I think it's a good opportunity. And I come every week to Bombay. We have office in Andheri East, large office, about 60 odd people work in our Mumbai office. Overall, about 1,200 people work in different parts of India and overseas. So if our team qualifies you, Parvez, I will love to meet you on my next visit. I think it's on 26th. I'm going to be again in Mumbai. So friends, thank you for joining in, and thank you for sharing your profile and your cities and things. That is very important for me, very, very important, because I feel you should know us well enough and we should also know you well. Then only a partnership can work. I can tell you who should qualify for this. One, you should have time. Second, you are somebody who's very open for networking, learning, and so on and so forth. Third, you are somebody who enjoys helping people. Not everybody. People are very self-centered, right? But some people are givers. They're always looking to, go out and give genuine advice and help them and so on and so forth. They become natural consultants. While everything else we do, we train you on the methodology, we give you all the tools, we give you all the communication, presentation, brand guidelines, everything we provide you, and the leads and the events, all that we give you. But what I need is these three things. They're non-negotiable. They're non-negotiable. And one of the reasons I started IFC Business Force, actually three reasons. One was integrity, which is very important. Imagine I had an employee in Dhanbad who's just doing a job and he's not interested. And somebody comes and say, can you get me McDonald's? And he takes money from him because McDonald's doesn't franchise in that market. So how much disappointment it'll create? So I'm looking for people who belong to that city. They bring their huge amount of integrity, genuine advice, right guidance, right coaching. Very, very important. It's a value of ethics, very important. That's the first part. The second part is consistency. I've been doing this for 28 years. I started as an IFC to bring international brands to Indian market or Middle East or Southeast Asia. People who worked with me 28 years back are still working with me. Like the gentleman I told you from Bahrain, I did 2003 his business work. And now I'm sitting on 23 years later. Every time he thinks franchise, he calls me up. Right? This business is all about consistency. Right? If they know that you are a start your own business specialist, they never forget you. I remember one time Sonia sold a franchise in Goa to a gentleman who took a franchise in, I think, 2004 or 5, I don't remember. And she sold that. And she pushed me to go to Goa to set that project. So I went a few times to set that project. And a few days before, the same gentleman called me. He says, now my young son has come and I want help from you. Right? So we're now doing next generation. It makes me proud that people are coming because we were good. We genuinely give good advice. They benefited from us and they were bringing their most important, valuable next generation to us. So that's very, very important and powerful. The third thing is also intelligence, your experience about your own markets, which is so valuable. I might have gone to, like, for example, I started office in Pune in 2000. So 26 years, hundreds of trips, almost every part of Pune I've visited. I know everyone in the market, but I still would not know what you know living in Pune. Because if you've lived in 25 years in Pune, you have much more knowledge than I would all have. You will have a local knowledge, you will have local language, everything you will have. So these are three reasons why I started IFC, and I'm very proud that today I have the world's largest franchise community, consultant community. I rather call franchise family. We are the most powerful group. Every brand needs us. It might be the biggest of the biggest brand, like we just did 3 months back, Google. They also need us because it's very difficult for them to go and find franchising themselves. So that's the power of this opportunity. What are the next steps, friends? While Sanjay has a short presentation to do, I've taken a lot of his time, so he maybe take 10 odd minutes to give that presentation. But the next steps is next 3 days. I'm available and I have few slots, and I do it regimentally. When I say this, this means very important to me. If people are not interested to be part of those slots, then I'm not interested in them. Why I say this? Because if you're serious about yourself, I'm serious about you, right? So we are very serious about this. So next 3 days, I tell my team, go out and talk to everyone. You have spent your time, you've joined with us. We'll call you up by tomorrow afternoon or whatever time you give us, understand what you're looking at. And then if you really qualify, then a slot would come with me where we will have a open chat. I will ask you a few questions. You can ask me as many questions you want to do that. And if you feel that we can do something with each other, then there will be opportunity to partner with each other and start a very exciting journey together. So next 3 days, please block your slot and work with our teams to do this piece. So friends, this is our little bit, information from my side. I'm sure that my team would give you much more information. And over to you, Sanjay, for your presentation. And thank you very much. I take a leave. And as I said, I'm available next 3 days for any kind of joint meetings which you would like to have. Over to you, Sanjay.
Thank you very much, sir. And friends, we'll take you another 10 minutes to give you overview of the presentation, what is this business opportunity all about, and how you can become partner with Franchise India. So first, I'll take you through what's my global presence. So we are 19 countries today. So if you're talking about first, obviously it's India. Apart from that, we have Australia, USA, UK, UAE, Canada, Qatar, Singapore, Egypt, Iran, Malaysia, Brazil, Turkey, Thailand, Mongolia, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and Bangladesh as well. So these are 19 countries we have already presence now, and we do a lot of events in these countries as well. So if there is any brand from India, they want to go overseas, they want to expand in other country also. That's what we do. And what is franchising? We discussed this. Franchising is a $5 trillion industry. So it is rapidly growing today. As we say, what we consume on daily basis is coming from a franchise company. So very, very huge growth in franchising. These are some of my top partners who are working with Franchise India as a top consultants, because these are some of them which we have highlighted here. So if we talk to the first gentleman, he is now in the 6th year with Franchise India. So that's wherein we are talking about it's a consistency, which is more important now in this business, because he has today also getting one business closure done, whom he has met maybe 3 years back, 4 years back, 5 years back. So these are some of them who are very, very successful as of now. And this is my network today, which is from east, west, north, south. And this is all we are talking about. So we have firm partners also. And we have in the first line, we have got all firm partners. And then we have all franchise IFC partners as well from different cities. Uh, we do a lot of activities. So this is covering up one of our IFC Parivar meet. So Parivar, when I said it's a family. In Hindi, we talk about Parivar, so we call it as family. So we do twice in a year IFC Parivar meet and awards. So we recognize them, we award them because they are doing some special things. And every quarter we have programs, and annually we have programs. And these are some of our partners recently, which we have done in the month of December in Delhi. This is the one of the IFC Parivar meet, and next Parivar meet is also happening in Goa, which is likely to be September or October, which we are going to do. And then we also recognize our partners. We do a lot of contests, which are international contests, and which is every quarter. So this is also very, very important for all of our partners, that you join Franchise India and then you also grow with us. And then every quarter we have some small criteria for this. And when you qualify, And the qualification criteria is also depending on our team members. So our managers, our leaders, regional cluster heads would make sure that we have maximum partners qualify for this, because their qualification is also depending on the same qualification when partners are qualified. And we do 4 times in a year, and we do awards also twice in a year. So these are some of the glimpses which are the international contests. This is all about fun. So what we do, we qualify, and then we go. We have a great fun in these contests. The last one was Vietnam. So this is a Vietnam picture where we had a booked a cruise complete day and evening. Also, we had a blast there with all our partners there. Some of the brands which we serve. So these are few brands. If we talk about UClean, which is a 900 plus franchise network today, it's all established, created by Franchise India. To Indriya, which is Aditya Birla, Jaipur is Aditya Birla brand. To all the, Kalyan is there with us. So Reliance brands are with us today, and so on and so forth. So what we offer? We offer you tablet. Once we select each other, once you are on board, you agree to become partners Franchise India. We have the selection all in these 3 days. After that, we'll be having what we offer you is we called as tablet. So first, we're talking about technology. T stands for technology. So we give you CRM access with Franchise India. So all the database, all the lead structure will come into tablet. We call it as CRM. CRM, you will get all the database. And also you will use Franchise India domain email ID and access to Franchise India infrastructure, because we have got offices. Someone was from, say, Calcutta, so you can use our office in Calcutta. But actually, as an IFC, you don't need to have an office. You don't need to invest in the office. So it's a work from home. 1 second, you go and meet outside all the clients, and then you can use our office full time, or you can do it all client based, all the meetings in our offices. B stands for brand. So we have, once you join, you come for the training. 500 plus brand list will be handed over to you, but that's also sometimes confusing. But what we do is training module which we have will create your brand portfolio, because every investor is different, every partner is different, every market is different. So we help you to how to select brands which are meaningful and purposeful for your territory. And then all brands are open as per the investor. But when investors coming to us, investor has its own demand and requirement. So we go and fill that requirement and get the right opportunity. And sometimes we also suggest that you should not go for here, because we are consultants, we are business doctors, so we know this business very well. So if we feel that this business is not going to be sustained for more time, and the longevity of the business is not, it's not suitable for the investor because he or she is coming with a different background, we will say no, don't go there, because we are consultants, we suggest. So our suggestion is very, very important, because it's a very responsible position and responsible decision also for us. As per the leads are concerned, so as we say, it's a minimum 50 guaranteed leads every month. It's a minimum. But when we are talking about your brand structure, brand portfolio has been created. So we run campaigns, we run marketing activities we do for these brands. So the qualified leads which are for applying for those brands will be also given to you, and you have to just see their fitment. You have been trained for a brand, say for example, it's a Reliance brand, say footwear brand, Reliance Trends. So if any partner who is, because it will be working on the rollout. So if you are from a city where Trends is looking forward for opening a store in your city, we want to work on that. So we'll give you city specific based investor database, investor leads who have applied for that brand. That's a paid activities, paid campaigns we do. Every month we have 1 CR, minimum 1 CR budget for marketing for the lead generation. E stands for events, 200 plus events. Now you can see some are in Bangalore. I have already shared with you the details. You can come and meet me over there. You can see how our IFC partners from other cities also are coming, and they are being part of this event. And it's about coming to the event. That's it. The rest is all done by our side. All the arrangement done by us. You don't have to invest even a single penny over there, and it's all arrangement done by us. So 2 days event this time, and tomorrow we have a show in Mumbai also. So I'm doing a show in Mumbai tomorrow. when I have got some IFC partners coming from Pune as well, Mumbai based as well, and other cities as well. Then we have training. T stands for training. Very, very important because we do give you in-depth training, which is a system structure created by us, which is very foolproof and very, very successful because if you really follow, we publicly say that nobody can go, wrong in this business model because we have training, we have understanding, we have experience of 28 years. You will never go wrong because we have no competition outside. We have no competitor outside. We're the only company in India talking about all the franchise formats and franchise consulting to broking to advisory to events to media to everything. That's all we do. And you'll never go wrong in this business. So first time and only time when you are to come to our corporate office, which is first time 3 days. Rather, we are just starting this month. This is every month happening once. 22nd, 23rd, 24th. We have 3 days already training program and we have a batch ready coming for this training program. Attending this 3 days program first time, you are done. And after that, we have 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 8 a.m., wherein all our IFC partners are coming together and we again help them, train them, do product trainings, to brand trainings to see where the challenge is, where the opportunity is, plus a lot of peer-to-peer learning, peer-to-peer working we do in this morning meetings as well. The 3 days, which is must to attend for everyone. So if we say what is proposed structure, as we say, we are having IFC model, IFC independent franchise consultant. So you have first IFC part and then you become IFC elite next year. First year you start with IFC basic and then next year you become IFC elite member. What it is going to get you, IFC will get you, 40% sharing and elite will get you 50% sharing. So that would mean first time you will be having 40% first year and 40% of the products which I have displayed. And next year you have a 50% share. Now, when I say 40%, it means investor is I, B stands for brand. So I'll give you a little understanding of this very, very important slide. So our products are IA, IS, BS, and BD. I'll make you understand. Since we work with two communities, one side we have investors. So if you see I stands for investor, if you see B stands for brands. So investor and brands, one side investors, one side brands. What we do, we onboard both and then we service both. Onboarding of investor means IA, investor acquisition. Onboarding a brand means BD, business development, which is brand onboard. And then IS and BS would mean servicing investor and servicing the brands. So we are being paid 2 times from the investor side on onboarding and servicing, 2 times from the brands on onboarding and servicing. So 4 times we are being paid. Out of these 3 products, which is investor onboard, investor service, and brand service fees, you get 40% share. And you have no investment in this 40%, no investment. So what you need for this business to do, 1, you need investor database leads, we will give you. You need brands, we'll give you. You need training, we'll give you. You need support, we'll give you. You need events, we will give you. So there's no investment from your side on everyday basis, marketing to lead generation to campaigns to run. And then leads 50 per month, which is minimum. And then you have 1 CRM ID at this initial stage. Next year, you'll get 50% here and 20% on brand onboarding. Now, if I talk about what is BD and what is this, I'll make you a little understand on this again. BD means business development, which is brand on board. Why 20%? Because in this, you have to only give us a reference. So any partner who have a reference and arrange my meeting. So when we are doing a meeting, joint meeting, we all leaders will do joint meeting. And rest, you don't have to do anything. You'll create a WhatsApp group. We do the follow-ups. Then again, we send a proposal presentation. And after that, what we do is follow-ups, invoice sending. There's a backend support team members already there. They will send invoice. And then we start, helping you to close all the payments, everything. We do follow-ups. So this, you don't have to do anything. You have to only give us a reference. That's why there's a 20% of onboarding fee which we charge from the brand, which is minimum 8.5 lakh rupees, 17.5 lakh rupees then, and 40, and then we have 75 lakh. So we have a brand on board, 4 formats. So minimum is 8.5 lakh rupees, and you get 20% straight on only the reference when we close that lead. Here, you get 40% of investor on board, which is starting with 35,000 rupees. It goes to 5 lakh, depending on investor pocket and what is the budget, what's the investment investor is looking at. If it is under 20 lakh rupees, which is starting bracket, you are getting 35,000 plus GST from the investor. That makes us assure that he is interested or she is interested. Investor is accountable, we are accountable, and that's when then we start servicing. When we start servicing, there is again team who will be helping you to service to showcase the brand to the investor. And wherever we sell the franchise to the investor, he or she will sign. So then we charge him or her a IS fees, which is our service fees. In that case, if it is as low as under 20 lakh, we charge you 1 lakh rupees further per deal. So, but investors are looking forward for say 20 lakh to 50 lakh. Then my investor on board is 50,000. Service will go 1.5 lakh plus GST. Then so on and so forth. So it will increase as per the investment goes up. And brand side is somewhere around say 1.5 lakh to it goes up to 50 lakh rupees also. And your share is 40% of this, 40% of this, 40% of this, and 20% of this. And there is no restriction how many you want to do, how much involved you are, how many references you want to give. It's as many as you want. So second year, which is when you become elite member, you will getting 50% here, 20% will remain as it is because your only reference is there, which is to be provided. So once our team will reach out to you, we can give you full understanding about this also. Maybe we can throw some examples. Brand A, now brand is coming to us. If we do a deal, we are getting from investor, what we are getting from the brand, and your 40% share is also coming up. Now, what are the benefits? Becoming an IFC. So it's a huge earning potential and it's a highly rewarding opportunity. Why it's a highly rewarding opportunity? Because we have one is your payout, which I was just talking about. Second is you get a lot of cash incentives from the brands, which is from brand to IFC direct, because you are working with some brands and brands are also asking you to work our brand, to sell franchise for that brand if you are doing that. So you are also getting some cash incentive with different brands. And then we are also having contests, which is every quarter. There's a contest which is international. There's a 4 in every year. That's where you can get recognition also, but all the expenses will be done by Franchise India. Support for office space, as I said, you can use our offices. Access to events every month. All the events would be accessible to you. Digital marketing support for lead generation events. Additional cash incentives, as I was just talking about. International contests, as we're talking about. Access to 500 brands. All brands will be given by us. Complete support for the joint meeting and helping to close the business. Now, Franchise India second model, which is firm model, where you can open a franchise office in your city. You will open an office in your city. How it is going to work like that? So in this case, in this format, you have 4 businesses. Powerful verticals you can run. These are 4. One, you run a Franchise India office, would mean that all the transactions which we are talking about, investor, brands, brand onboarding, investor transaction, brand transactions would be done. That's the first business, which is for you as a branch partner. Second, we can also build IFC network under your firm, under your branch, and you will also be doing that business. Third, CBB, which is Certified Business Broker, which is a consulting business broking, where it's another vertical, another company of ours. So under the firm, under the branch, you will also do this. What they do, Certified Business Brokers, they sell resale businesses. They sell, which are on sale, which are the resale businesses they will sell under Business X company. Then fourth, Business X Realty. Now, when I say Business X Realty, so it's again, I say it's another company wherein we are talking about commercial properties which are under leasing. And because in our business, Every brand we sell for a franchise, we need the real estate. We need commercial properties. So you will also do this and you will get brokerage also on this. Now, eligibility criteria for a firm partner. One, you need to have an office, which is around 500 square feet office, 4 to 5 member team, which is directly under the firm branch. So your share would be directly 50%, whereas IFC partner is getting 40%, and our firm partner will get direct 50%. 20% will remain as it is on the business development brand on board, because you are giving only again reference, rest all done by us. So if you build an IFC network under your firm, under your branch, so you will get 25% of IFC fee, which I'm going to just talk about. So you will get 20% of 25% direct. And when IFC partner will start work, IFC partner will get 40% on the business, which was my last slide, and we will get 10% will give from our share to our firm partner over and above. Term would be 3 years plus 3 years. So the branch will run for 3 years to 3 years. So then we are talking about the license fees for a branch owner would be 20 to 25 lakhs rupees, depending on city, because there are some cities where we are talking about 25 lakh and some cities we are talking about 20 lakhs. So this will be valid for March 2027. And if we talk about license, firm license, which is available as of now, we are looking forward for only now these cities, rest are all done. Nashik, Vadodara, Bhopal, Jaipur, Mangalore, Belgaum, Patna, Goa, Dehradun, Jammu, and Ranchi. These are 11 cities which are open as of now. And we have identified some around 28 cities. So 17 cities we have already branch done now. These are all tier 2 cities where we do not have our own office. So top 10 cities, we have company in own office. We will not run a firm branch there or a branch for a partner. We'll run branch only where we don't have our own office, which are 28 cities overall. So 17 cities we have already done. Now we have only 11 cities which are left for any firm partner to join us as to run a branch. IFC partnership is concerned, that can be done in any city or in metro cities also or non-metros also. That is also probably we can do for an IFC partnership. So eligibility would be with the complete selection process, and then there's a license fees which is 7.5 lakh plus GST. That's one time, and agreement would be 3 year would be the period. You will get the certificate, you will get the license from Franchise India, and this would be one time only. The rest next 3 years, it will be all done through us. Every investment would be done by us, and this 7.5 lakh rupees is towards license fees to become the partners Franchise India, because we are selling thousands of franchise opportunities. It guarantee word, because you will not have any other opportunity as lucrative as this, wherein everything you get from Franchise India, highly rewarding, and you one deal done, you will get your fee back to your pocket. And that's wherein our business is all about. It's a high ticket game. That's why we say it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. If we cannot have even one partner today who is not successful in our business, because it is very, very important that we are 28 years in this leadership role. There is nobody in the market in this area. So that would mean that when we are successful in 28 years, so nobody can go wrong in this business. Only if you follow the complete methodology, complete process what we have created. So rest, now from here onwards, I have also shared my number 7011998340. You can reach out to me as well. And tomorrow I'm in Mumbai. If anyone is Mumbai, you can meet over there. You can connect with me. Then we have Saturday and Sunday, 22nd, 23rd in Bangalore, where we have got a 2 days event where my partners are also participating in this. And you will also get overall complete understanding about this. But we'll have a full round of discussion with you. So if really fits and you have your own questions, we have our own questions. If we really qualify, we'll have 10-minute introduction with our chairman, sir, and then we can take this forward. If you're not being able to join in this training session, so we do every month training program in our corporate office, will be obviously called for the next training program to our offices one time. Rest is all online. First time is only the residential training for 3 days in our corporate office, where pickup to drop everything is to be done by us. And it is 22nd, 23rd, 24th, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Even if I can have any partner who really feels that I want to join immediate in this training, then we can immediately have a discussion on this. And there is a methodology which will really follow, event structure and documentation. We can also have an opportunity to invite you in the coming training program on this 22nd. Till then, thank you so much for joining us and being there very patiently. I have taken 17 minutes extra because there was a little bit a delay in the session with Chairman Sir. So that's why I wanted to make it a little faster. But we will give you more understanding about the opportunity after once we connect with you one-on-one. You have any question, please do that. You want to speak to our any partner, please do that. And we are very, very transparent in this business. And it's a one family, one parivar, one team which we are working.